Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Question. Can you force someone to love you? Can you force someone to like you? Can you force someone to love his or her leaders, so-called? Can you force someone, I don't know, love something that they don't love? It's kind of like difficult, isn't it? I think it's impossible, but nevertheless. So what do you do with people, for instance, with Ukrainians who don't want to fight for, they say, Ukraine? But I suspect they don't want to fight for Ukraine. I think some of them don't want to fight for the guys who supposedly are in charge of Ukraine, and they understand the dynamics, who's who and what's what, and how they are used. And some of them are just cowards. Some of them are just selfish, saying, I'm not going to do this, let them do it. I mean, we all have our moments of cowardness. That's when courage comes into play. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to be courageous for an imbecilic goal. And I suspect a lot of Ukrainians figured it out and they avoid getting in the front line to fight for Zelensky Stein, Michal Stein, Blinkenstein, JP Morgan Stein, and whatever, Goldman Sachs Stein. They don't want to fight for these guys. Therefore, some of them left illegally, crossed the border in hiding somewhere in the Western Europe or Poland. And what's going on here? The leaders of Poland, of Ukraine, the guys in charge of Ukraine, click, the guys who are the commissars that grab you and get you in the front line, Zelensky, Stein, and all these guys, they prevent the Ukrainians, the male Ukrainians from 18 to 60, to have any services at the consulate. So if you have a Ukrainian passport and you're a male between 18 and 60, and you are, let's say, in France, and you want to use your passport somewhere, you will not have any services. You have to come to Ukraine to have anything. Why? Because in Ukraine, they will get you and will send you to the front. I have here a few articles where we have this new rule that the guys in charge of the Ukrainians, unfortunately, instituted. And they tell you that you don't love your country. You should come and fight for me. Okay, let's say I don't love my country. You're going to give me a weapon to go and fight for it? What do you think I'm going to do next? Don't you think I'm going to go and cross to the Russians? Again, you have to love your country in order to fight for it. You have to love something. I'm defending my family. You understand what the scheme is? Anyway, let's go to the first article here, and that comes from the Telegraph. Ukraine halts embassy support for military-age men who, and this is a shaming, this is typical of these guys, do not care about the homeland. Well, if they don't care about the homeland, why don't you just let them be? Or you want them to love you? You want to force them? Okay, I don't care about my homeland. What am I supposed to do? Oh, give him an AK-47 and let him fight for the homeland. Really, it's like you have a soccer team, a football team, and I know 9 out of 11 don't want to play. Oh, you forcefully throw them on the pitch. What do you think they will do? They will score against your shit. So what is going on? I suspect a lot of assassinations here. I suspect like the purges, the Stalin, the Gruzin, the Georgian tyrant. That, by the way, Roosevelt, Delano Roosevelt called Uncle Joe. Anyway, because those guys were in charge of Soviet Union, therefore the mass media in New York and not only in the United States of America were portraying Soviet Union as a fantastic thing, while they were butchering the Russians. That's why they love Putin so much right now, and they want him out. All right, so this guy, shaming. They've been shaming. Anyway, Ukraine has stripped these military-age men abroad of access to consular support, except for helping organizing their return home in an effort to boost conscription. So yeah, I left because I don't want to fight, but you want me to come back and fight because why? You're gonna smack me around? Hundreds of thousands of military-age Ukrainian men are living abroad, and the country faces an acute shortage of troops against a large, better equipped enemy. Oh, now they're larger and better equipped? First time I'm hearing this, but they change like the wind when they have to push something, like for instance, when they want air defense systems. Before they say that we want more, they say, well, the Russians' air defense systems, their S-300, S-400s, their airplanes suck, everything sucks. When they want something and they try to convince the baboons here to go along with the shit, you know, they say, oh, they're so effective, they hit our energy facilities, they kill everything, they're so accurate, they're so good, they have air supremacy, they're very good. Once they give the weapons, again, they suck, we fuck them up with your weapons. Give us more weapons, because if you give them, we're gonna fuck them up. It's always like this, up and down. When they want to fool the baboons, the Russians are so good, so well prepared. And when they have to trumpet something, oh, we beat the shit out of these guys. Send us more. Anyway, the bottom line is, give us more so we can use them for you, to defend you, and reach your banks. All right, so hundreds of thousands right here, military age, are living abroad, and the country faces an acute shortage of troops against a large Dmytro Kuleba, the round-headed guy, the foreign minister, said in a statement that he had ordered measures to be taken to restore what he described as fair treatment for men on mobilization age. And I'm quoting, how it looks like now, a man of conscription age went abroad, showed his state that he does not care about its survival. Okay, what are you gonna do? Force him? Yeah. And then comes and wants to receive services from this state. I don't think they want. I don't think they want. Most of these guys will say, I want you guys gone so I can return back home to my Ukraine. The Russians get out, we're gonna be neutral. But no, you didn't want that. You want that NATO in. Now you got NATO, the Russians in. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Many people, I guarantee you, many people will don't give a fuck about Ukraine once they are in Germany or France or United States of America or in Canada. Why would they go back? Because if that would be the case, look how many people are here. Okay? From Canada, from Ukraine, in Canada, in United States of America. Why? Better life, better, they prefer it better, like this, better life they think, according to their preferences. Why don't they go back? Does that mean you don't love your country? You love it, but not in the form it is. Look at me. Why do you think I'm far away? Why do you think I left the Romanian paradise? Because the people that were in charge of Romania before I left, all those times, were garbage, were weasels. I saw garbage in charge of me. And I couldn't... there are some here too, but at least here they let you leave. Over there, no. You have to prostitute yourself in order to have a, I don't want to say decent life. Or what was the culture over there? The guys in charge, the economy was hijacked. I said, well, I love my country. No, I love some people from my country, but no, I don't want to screw my life here for them. And here I go, out. It doesn't mean I don't like and I don't love Romania. I love Romania, but I love it so much that I would return over there as, I don't know, as, how do you call it? That in Greek, what was it? The Iliad? No, the Odyssey. The Odyssey. What is his name? Odysseus. Jesus Christ. Odysseus. Remember how Odysseus comes back to Utica? What he does to the suitors? He locks the fucking doors and then he fucks everybody over there. Well, remember that one. I like Romania, but I would like to go and help Romania become Romania. All right? Remember, go and read that part. I love that part very much. The Odyssey is fantastic. Read it. Or at least the last part, when he comes back to Utica and his wife is over there and all those motherfuckers want to and take his wealth and take his kingdom. And he stays over there, and then he shows up with his bow. He slaughters all these guys in the whatever, imperial palace over there. All these guys, he hunts them like garbage. Well, just saying, that's our stories, our civilization. But some are with a burning bush, or Daniel fighting the fucking lions, or, garbage like that, okay? They have that to the heart. Well, I have this to the heart. I have Achilles, I have Hercules, I have these guys, not Daniel or Goliath, and what the fuck name is the other guys? David and Goliath, was it? Again. Ooh. Fuckers. Let's move on. All right. So here it is. It does not work this way. Our country is at war. Who pushed it? Who directs it? Who continues that? You are part of the problem, Mr. Kuleba. Staying abroad does not relieve a citizen of his or her duties to the homeland. Well, if it's criminal, what am I supposed to do? Remember when remember at the Nuremberg trials, those trials. Remember that some bad criminals, Nazis, did I say it right? Okay, those criminals, Nazis, said, I just followed orders. It doesn't fly that way, my man. Hern doesn't go that way. What do you mean? Well, you have a conscience. What does it mean? So you use your conscience. If you think that the order you received, were given, is unethical, you have the moral duty to refuse obeying it, following it, accomplishing it. So how about me, an Ukrainian, being, let's say, in Canada, just say, okay? And all of a sudden, I don't think that the order for a conscription is fair, because I think the war over there is criminal. So my moral abilities tell me that's unethical, and I refuse that. How about that one? Oh, now it doesn't work. You have a duty. Now you have a duty. How about those evil Nazi criminals? Did they have a duty as well? Motherfuckers. Okay, I'm getting too riled up here. Maybe I should, but then these guys are gonna lock me up. Okay, so it says some 4.3 million Ukrainians were living in European Union countries as of January 2024. Wow, they're never gonna come back, most of them. Of whom about 860,000 are adult men. Ukraine imposed martial law at the start of the full-scale war, which is banning men aged 18 to 60 from traveling abroad without special dispensation and beginning of rolling mobilization. Pop. That's the first one. Second one, because I have a few. The second one. CNN, Ukraine tightens pressure on military-age men abroad as part of wider mobilization rules overhaul. And this is the round-headed Kuleba. Hey, you lost weight, buddy. What's going on? Are you scared, homie? Anyway, so the same thing here. Next one. Ukraine suspends overseas consular services for military-age men. Ukraine authorities on Tuesday suspected consular services for men of fighting age living abroad after announcing measures to bring them home amid manpower shortages in the army fighting Russia. Bring them home. Love me. Please love me. Love me. Okay, next one. Foreign Minister Kuleba, round-headed right here, fatter a little bit, older picture, explains why consulates suspended services for men liable for military services. And he's going to say the same thing I said in the other one. Pop, peep. Okay, love your country. Please, love your country. Love your country. Well, you. And this is how Poland helps. Always eager beavers right here. Poland is prepared to help Ukraine. That's help. Ukraine get draft-age men back. Polish Defense Ministry. How do you think they will do that? They will go and grab them, tie them, put them in vans, and send them to Katyn forest, and then shot them in the back of the head, like the Stein's commissars did in Soviet Union. Not the Russians, the commissars. All right, not the Russians, the Soviets. And who were in charge of the commissars? We have names and shit. The names are there. Go and check them out. We're going to find some Kosmans and all that. Just kidding. But you know what I mean. So here you have it. How are you going to do that? You're going to tie them up, send them like a, anyway, bundle of shit. All right, let's see what these guys are saying. They're so eager to do that. And in the meantime, they get rid of Ukrainians from their countries. Very nice, Poland. Polish Defense Minister Władysław Koźniak-Kamysz has said that Poland is ready to help. They help. Ukraine get men of military age back to fulfill their civic obligation. What if I break our social contract, my friends? No, you can't. The Nazis could, but we can't. And I'm quoting, I think many Poles are outraged when they see young Ukrainian men in hotels and cafes and they hear how much effort we have to make to help Ukraine. So it's about us. Any support is possible, he said. When asked how Poland would respond if Kiev asked for help with getting men who lose the right to remain in Poland after their passports expire to return home. And again, this is the same information, how many are over there. So, yeah, they're ready. And it's just Poland. Everybody else is going to do the same thing. They're going to get you forcefully to love your country and to... They try to squeeze out of you something that you don't have. You don't have. You don't have. I mean, I would fight for my country, but not under these guys. I would not fight for those guys, with those guys in charge. No, you are traitors. I don't fight for you. You fight for the country. No, not with you. Not with you. Not with you. I have to make a choice. Die for you. So you're going to be over there and right at the end of the war sign a peace treaty? I'm dead. My family without a father, brother, husband, whatever, boyfriend, and you are over there with your families? And you just sign a treaty of... No, I'm not going to do that. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.